Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to make this very, 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 very short and straight to the point, which probably not because this video might take longer than expected, but we'll try. Now, this video I was meant to do last week or week before that, and I'm probably going to do another video probably sometime next week. It'll be released sometime next week. That video I'll probably incorporate clips and stuff a little bit more. Yeah, this one is going to be straight up more of a rant, more of my opinion, and more of my just thing. And I don't feel like doing editing on this, so I release it, boom, boom, boom. If I get a good positive reaction, I'll do a comparison video, and I'll do more with clips and stuff down there. But we'll see where this video goes. Now, if you must know, as of lately, a lot of people have I start seeing a lot of videos, and I start seeing a lot of people do a discussion of how Cartoon Network is no longer the best place for cartoons. And I have to be quite honest with you, it is not. Cartoon Network is a shell of its former self. I'm not going to get into the scheduling, because I've already ranted about that. I'm not going to get into the Teen Titans Go marathon fiasco. I'm not going to do that. I already did that already. Go check my video out there a year ago, and he's still doing it, by the way. But rumors has been coming up that Steven Universe and Amazing World Gumball are not getting renewed for new seasons. I heard some are getting canceled or some are ending. You know, I think Uncle Grandpa's on that list. I could be wrong. So there goes my Uncle Grandpa and Clarence crossover idea, which got buku views. Like, that video itself is ridiculous. I think 100,000. And in that video, I didn't do no effort into it. It was only 5 minutes. I think if I made that video 20 minutes, I could have made a lot of money off of that. But anywho, let's get into this. Cartoon Network, though, is no longer the best place for cartoons. Their product itself is very, very bland. I'm not even going to get into Boomerang. That's a whole nother video. Because I got some shit to say about that. Let me not even start. But Cartoon Network itself is a shell of its former self. We went from the Powerhouse era, the Check-It era, the City era, and all those good eras, and now we're in this era of mediocrity. I think it's just bland. You know, they air Teen Titans Go so damn much. You think Teen Titans Go is holding a gun to the exec's head, the creators. And you think Warner Brothers want this show on the air? No, they're trying to promote their goddamn movies. And Teen Titans Go's not on the list. Yet. We'll see if they're... I think Teen Titans might make an appearance in either DC Legend of Tomorrow or that Supergirl show. They're making an appearance one way or the other. But DC needs to put their... Need to talk to Warner Brothers and hold it down a little bit. But anywho, it's just... It sucks. It is bad. Like, I sat down and watched, and I said to myself, this is what I had my channel on for 24 hours a day. You know, Adult Swim right now is probably the saving grace of that network, because Toonami and freaking Family Guy and all of them, they're bringing in the ratings. I heard Cartoon Network ratings are a little bit lower than Adult Swim, which is funny. Many years ago, around 7, 8-ish, Cartoon Network was bringing in the ratings. Adult Swim was not. And Adult Swim was just, the night shift that was taking over, for the, adults and stuff. But now it's the reverse. That says something. And what's her name? Christina Miller. It feels like I know she took the role many years ago. Was it 2014 or 2015? Yeah, 14. It's been a couple years now. It feels like she has done nothing. She has done nothing to improve the network. I mean, a couple new shows, but honestly, if you think about it, right now, the only new show they got is what? We Bear Bears, but that's it. I don't see she done nothing. And hell, fucking Stuart Snyder, you feel like Stuart Snyder's still pulling the strings a little bit. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. It's just this network has lost its drive to be the best kids network out there, because when Cartoon Network drives on many things. The best place for cartoons, the best network for kids to watch, and even young adults. Not only did they exceed it in all those aspects, they even got freaking adults watching their network. Adults. Not young adults, but I talk about adults. Like in their 30s watching the network. So they did their job. I guess they assume, oh, we kept these fans, but it's just like, you know what Cartoon Network reminds me of right now? And this is a good comparison, and they're going through a rut right now too in their ratings. It's the WWE. If you are a wrestling fan, you can follow along with me. You know how WWE was so hot in the Attitude Era, nothing could be touched them. They were the kings of kings for wrestling. When you think of wrestling, you think of the WWE. You still think of the WWE, but as of the past few years, they've dropped the ratings. They've gotten low. They're in the ones and the twos, and people are saying it's football. People are saying it's debate, but clearly, people are losing interest. The product is bad. Like literally, if you watch a full hour, 3 hour show and you review it weekly, I commend you. I commend you. If you watch a 3 hour show, you're a faithful man, and I commend you. That is hard to do with this product today. If you ask me, hey, you watched a 3 hour show back in the day, there's no commending. It was good. Now it sucks. It's a shell of its former self, and they're trying so hard to get those fans they lost so hard. If you're trying, why you do it in the first place? But then again, WWE had a lot more issues, which we're not going to get into, with the whole 2007 debacle with the Benoit incident. So a lot of that PG, but you can't really tell, like a product like that, it should never go PG. It went PG, and it catered to the kids. You should not just cater to that demographic. Cater to your 18 to 34, because you cater to the 18 to 34, they will follow. Always cater to them, because they will make you money. You cater to the kids, they'll make you money, but in a small market. Unless their toys sell, which WWE toys do not sell, so they ain't making that type of money. They're still making money, but they're not making as much money as they did in the Attitude Era. That's all I'm saying. Now, for for Cartoon Network, for example, same thing. Powerhouse era, City era, killing it. They were the kings of the network. DBZ was on. They had anime on there. They were dominating the network to the point where people were scared to compete with Cartoon Network, especially when they saw that Toonami was airing around that 5 to 6 or 4 to 6. They did not want to compete with that. Disney got trampled. Nickelodeon got trampled. All the networks got trampled. Even CNN had a worldwide news going on. Dragon Ball Z, I heard, got a higher rating than that. What was going on? Since the 9/11 incident. I think the 9/11 incident, that's the whole different story. I don't even think they did anything on that one. But yeah, CNN covered that. But other than that, with like big worldwide news and stuff like that, I think DBZ outbid those news, kids-wise. So, yeah, now rumors, but it's like, you see the network and you want this thing to succeed. You want it to drive. You want it to be the best of what it used to be. But clearly it's not. A lot of people, including myself, agree that the network has dropped in quality. They have Teen Titans Go the hell out of the fans to the point where they don't want to watch the network no more. A lot of the great shows are getting canceled, which Steven Universe is bringing more buzz to the network than any other show has done in years. The only show I can remember is Adventure Time, which they're closing their doors in a couple more years. I don't know why. Well, I understand why, but you know, the regular show's closing their door after this season, which is like, okay, well, they're losing like a lot of big shows. I guess they're trying to get in new shows, but they got to be very careful to make sure these new shows can keep the same quality as these old shows. Honestly, though, if you want my opinion on it, I think it's time for Adventure Time to close the door. A regular show, I think they had a few more seasons left, because that's the best damn show on the network next to Steven Universe. Steven Universe too had a few more seasons left, but that's just me. But honestly, those are the only shows. I mean, back in the era, the City era, you had Courage the Cowardly Dog, Conan Kids the Door, Ed and Eddie, Pop-Up Girls. You had like 5 different shows that fans loved, and they had their own unique fan base, but they were bringing in ratings. They're bringing in ratings. Now they're not bringing in ratings, and it's just, it's a dwindle. Do I think Cartoon Network should go back to their old ways? Yes. And let's be honest here, ladies and gentlemen, we all were scared when Cartoon Network went straight live action. It took them years to realize, okay, this is Cartoon Network, let's make it cartoons. Because they saw how much money that the shows like Hannah Montana were doing on Disney. Hannah Montana, was a shitty ass show, but it made nigga Disney a shit ton of money. Let me say this again. Disney banked off with Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. They made money off of that from merchandise, from the songs. So Hannah Montana was the shit back in the day. Like literally, once Miley Cyrus got rid of that persona, that was it for her career. But other than that, I mean, she made tons of money to the point where she doesn't even have to work a day in her life. Like she's straight because she made shit tons of money off that show. Selena Gomez too, off of Wizard World Replaced, but not as much as Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus banked up on that show. I was reading the article. I gotta find that article a couple years ago. I heard they made a lot, close to almost $1 billion something dollars. They made a lot of money. You know, because if you count the merchandise, movies, and just Jesus Christ, it was a lot. But anywho, that's just my opinion on that. It's just Cartoon Network is no longer the best place for cartoons. It's no longer the best place. One day it will be, but as of right now, no. I'm going to leave in the video off right here because I don't want to go on any further. Next week I'm going to talk about Nickelodeon has they approved. Nickelodeon's talk about their improvement, and 2016 Nickelodeon has improved. I will talk about that. They definitely have improved. I think that network has actually did better than Cartoon Network this year alone with new shows, new content, and new I see a new regime coming for Nickelodeon, and it's in a positive way. Disney XD, I got something to praise about them because right now Disney XD to me is the best network for kids. I will get to that in a minute. But I had to do a video on that too because I got a lot of stuff to talk about with that one. As always, guys, like and subscribe, and like I said, let me know down below what you guys think. Do you think Cartoon Network is still the best place for cartoon, or you agree with me? Cartoon Network is no longer the best place for cartoon. And yes, I will do a rant on Boomerang 2016 rebranding again and again because last year I did it. I got some good positive response out of it. This year I'm definitely doing it. I have seen none improvement for that network. None, and I'm about to get into that in a minute. As always, peace, have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys later.